Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there in week one. And for a lot of these teams that have playoff hopes, it seems like small beginnings, but this is where those playoff dreams and ultimately those Super Bowl runs all get their starts.
We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Hopefully for the offense, that's a good sign of things to come. How about 17 yards on the ground to start the game? Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Genty. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Run right up the gut with Genti. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Now, another first and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Flacco. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Bengals. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Raheem Blackshear on the return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, Jared Goff brings out the Lions now. More time with Detroit, his 6th season here, than he had with L.A., the team that drafted him #1 overall. Of course, the trade with the Rams for Matthew Stafford.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tack.
And it's third down.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
The Lions first down.
Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
He'll go play action with Goff. Off balance throw, it's complete. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's first and 10.
First down, Lions.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. This will be second down and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Fourth down.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Bengals offense heading back out. You see their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He is as intense, as focused as they come. All eyes on what's to come in this next possession. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no game.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. His kick is perfect. And the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Lions going back to work, and you get a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. Drew was the offensive coordinator in Arizona the last 3 seasons before moving on to Detroit to take the OC job. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
At the 22-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Finding room at the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
He's brought down at the
They'll have it 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game.
Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. 21 on that one. First down, Detroit.
31. A gain of 21 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Second and 10. At the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing, Dobbs. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Now Dobbs. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is hard. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will tie things up. It's now 10-10. At 10 as this one's kicked off. This returnable for Wallace. Woo. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp in front of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. We'll save some of those from the regular season. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Christian Izzian there to bring him down.
Second and 9.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. He keeps it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He's going to be slowed up and taken down. That play goes nowhere. Stopped behind the line for a loss.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Dobbs. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Dobbs now to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
It's now 2nd and
just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Catch is made by Wright. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
And it's 3rd down.
They put Wilson in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. On the move, past the 40. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down, Detroit.